Welcome back, guys, to another Halloween tier list. We are looking at old Halloween animations today. I love animations, so stick around to see what awesome movies we have in this tier list. Starting off, we have Pooh's Heffalump Halloween movie. Now yes, this may be childish, but it is animation movies after all. Heffalum's Halloween movie, I don't know if I've seen this one. I've seen the Heffalump movie and I loved it. Well, when I was a kid, I loved it. And I believe I would love this all the same. So I think this goes into S tier. That seems pretty high, but I love Winnie the Pooh when I was a kid, and I probably still love it all the same. Next up, we have one of my all-time favorite Halloween movies, The Halloween Tree. I recently did a deep dive on this. You should check that out if you haven't already. So go check that out if you haven't seen it already. But this goes in the S tier for sure. Man, I think all these films are just going to go in the S tier because here we have another all-time favorite of mine, Scooby-Doo, Zombie Island. This is one of the most awesome Halloween movies. You have Scooby-Doo, you have a haunted mansion, you have zombies, you have an island, pirates, and you have Scooby Snacks, and it's just a great movie. It's literally like everyone's favorite. It's like one of the best Scooby-Doo movies. Okay, next up we have another Scooby-Doo because I'm Scooby-Doo obsessed. We have Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, another one of my favorites. This one deserves an S tier as well. It might not be like as good as Zombie Island, but because it's so autumn and Halloween themed and like that old Americana style, which I love, it deserves S. It's so great, and there's like scenes where Scooby and Shaggy are like eating so much food and pie. Oh, and you have the Hex Girls. Okay, scratch that. This deserves an S because it has the Hex Girls in it. The Hex Girls are awesome. Next up, we have Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. This is a slightly older one. Don't know how old it is compared to these, but it's an older one anyway. And you don't have the full gang, you just have Scooby and Shaggy, but they're at the school taking these girls for classes and lessons. It's such an awesome movie. I don't know if it's S tier. I want to put it in S tier. But it's not like, because the full gang isn't in it, I think it goes in A tier. It's still like such a great movie and I love it, but A tier. We got our first A tier. Okay, let's go. Next up we have Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein. I love the old Alvin and the Chipmunks cartoons. Like as a kid I watched them, I love them still, and I'll occasionally watch them, so these are great. The Frankenstein one though, I think goes in the B tier. It's great. Well, actually, you know what? A tier. I'm sorry, these are all going to be pretty high on the list because I love all of these movies. Next up we have Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman. This is definitely one of my favorites and I love this one. It's so great. It's just great. I don't need to say any more, you just need to go and watch it. Next up we have another Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh, Boo to You Too. Already I'm loving this because we have Pooh Bear in a bee's costume. That's actually adorable. This has to go in S tier. Winnie the Pooh is a classic. It's a damn classic, people. You can't argue with me. Oh, another favorite of mine. Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Todd. We have the Headless Horseman in it. It's awesome. I remember watching this as a kid and it always stuck with me. I thought it was super cool, and Ichabod Crane is super goofy. It's just a great movie. And it's like that old style of Disney, which I wish they would still do, but they don't. Oh, here we go. Another Disney classic. We have The Black Cauldron. Now, this is like one of the more gothic, spookier films of Disney. And I think this is just, you need to watch The Black Cauldron. It doesn't even feel like a Disney movie. It just feels like an old fantasy movie and it's great. The animation is amazing. The story is great. It's spooky. It's got skeletons. It's got magic. What more could you ask for, honestly, in a Halloween movie? Next up, we have The Last Unicorn. Okay, this is one of my favorites. I wouldn't say it's exactly a Halloween movie, but it's something you could definitely watch around Halloween because it is quite spooky and eerie. The animation style is very old, so therefore it's kind of like creepy. So I think you should watch it for Halloween. I like it a lot. I recently just finished reading the book and the book was phenomenal. I actually want to do a video on it pretty soon because The Last Unicorn is just an incredible novel and a great film. I watched it quite a lot as a kid and it's beautiful. For Halloween, I wouldn't put this in the S tier, but it's better than, I think this has to go down, the Scooby-Doo Ghoul School one. See, that has to go down. Then this goes down to C. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. And I think this goes in A tier. It does deserve an S, but because you have to kind of be in the mood to watch it, I think it has to go in the A tier. Because any of these I could watch anytime. Next up, we have the regular show Terror Tales, which is Halloween cartoon. Who doesn't love their favorite cartoon show, Halloween themed? I love it when cartoons celebrate seasons or events. It's awesome. Regular show, I think that has to go in the B tier. I love regular show. Not one of my favorites, but I do love it for sure. And the fact they did a little Terror Tales thing, I think that's awesome. Okay, one of my all-time favorite cartoons, Adventure Time. We have to talk about this. We have this episode called The Creeps. Probably one of their only Halloween style spooky ones. I mean, they have a lot of episodes where they fight bosses and stuff, but this one was a Halloween one. And this one they kind of all get dressed up and they have to go on like a mystery adventure game thing. It's pretty awesome. I love it. And therefore it goes in the S tier because I love Finn and Jake. And Adventure Time is just the perfect show. Next up we have SpongeBob SquarePants Halloween. If this is the one I think it is, where like SpongeBob shaves off all his sponge, you only see his brain. This is phenomenal. I love this for sure. SpongeBob was great. The cartoon was great. I love the fact that everyone gets dressed up. It's perfect. This goes in the B tier. It would go in A, but it can't really compete with The Last Unicorn. So there we have it for our old animations tier list. Obviously there's a lot more amazing Halloween animations out there, but this is old Halloween movies, older animation styles. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think of the tier list? Are you going to watch any of these movies? You better, because they're awesome. And do you think I should have added any more to the tier list? And remember, it's old Halloween movies. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, do hit that subscribe if you want to see a lot more fun, gaming, and TCG content. I'll see you again real soon. Happy Halloween!